Hello everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're diving into a night where Jack is sitting beside Tu Tien's hospital bed, while his company is falling into chaos outside. Workers quitting, a warehouse fire, and a warning from Officer Tu that this may be a coordinated attack. So the big question is, can Jack protect his family and save the Minh project at the same time? If you enjoy emotional, dramatic stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next episode. Winter rain taps softly against the hospital window, the kind of sound that should feel calming if your whole life isn't hanging by a thread. Jack hasn't really slept in 2 days. He's sitting in the same chair beside Tu Tien's bed, shoulders stiff, eyes red, one hand wrapped around her fingers like he's afraid she'll disappear if he lets go. The room smells like disinfectant and warm rice porridge from the thermos Mother Ly brought earlier. A small bedside lamp glows, turning everything soft and yellow. Tu Tien lies half-sitting against the pillows. There's a bruise shadowed near her hairline, and her face looks thinner than it should. But she's awake. She's breathing. And when she opens her eyes and sees Jack, she still tries to smile like she doesn't want him to worry. "You've been staring at me for hours," she whispers, voice dry. Jack forces a grin. "I'm just checking, making sure you're real." She squeezes his hand weakly. Then blink. "You look like a statue." "I'll blink when you're home," he says, trying to sound casual. "Doctor says you're improving. That's all I need." Tu Tien watches him carefully, like she can feel the tension under his words. "Anna? Is she okay?" "She's fine," Jack answers quickly. Too quickly. Then he corrects himself, softer. "She misses you. She's with Mum right now. Hospital rules, you know?" As if on cue, the door opens and Mother Ly steps in with a small bag, Uncle Dung right behind her. Mother Ly's eyes go straight to Tu Tien, and the relief on her face is so obvious it almost hurts. "Connoy," she murmurs, setting the bag down. "I brought you warm soup and some fruit, the kind you like." Uncle Dung nods at Jack. "You should go wash your face. You look like you've been in a storm." Jack wants to argue, but his throat tightens. He stands anyway, rubs his palms over his eyes and turns back toward Tu Tien. "I'll be right outside," he says. Tu Tien nods, still trying to be strong. "Go, I'm not going anywhere." Jack steps into the hallway, and the moment the door clicks shut behind him, his phone vibrates hard in his pocket. One message, then another, then a call. He looks down and sees his site manager's name. His stomach drops before he even answers. "And Jack," the man says, voice shaking, and Jack instantly knows this isn't a normal update. It's bad, really bad. Jack turns away from the patient rooms, walking to the end of the corridor where the light is dimmer. "What happened?" he asks, keeping his voice low. "Workers are quitting," the manager blurts. "Not one or two, a lot, since last night. They're saying they don't want trouble, they don't want risk. They heard rumors." Jack's jaw tightens. "Rumors about what?" "About you. About the company, about the project with Minh Group. People are saying it's cursed, that someone powerful is angry, that something will happen at the site." Jack closes his eyes. He can't even be surprised anymore. Every time life finally calms down, something new swings in. "Okay," he says slowly. "Calm down. Get me a list. Names. Who quit? Who's still there?" "There's more," the manager whispers. Jack's heart clenches. "Say it." "The warehouse," the man says. "The materials warehouse at the site. It caught fire early this morning." For a second, Jack can't speak. His mind goes blank, like someone pulled the plug. "A fire?" he repeats, disbelief turning sharp. "How?" "We don't know," the manager says. "We were lucky the security guard saw smoke and yelled. They called emergency services. It didn't spread to the main structure, but a lot of materials are damaged. Steel, formwork, some stored wiring. It's a big loss." Jack grips the railing so hard his knuckles whiten. A cold sweat breaks out along his spine. "And Minh Hung?" he asks, already knowing the answer. The manager hesitates. "Mr. Vin called. He said Minh Hung Group is concerned. They're pausing cooperation until the cause is confirmed. They don't want risk." Jack hears his own heartbeat pounding in his ears. It feels like the hallway is tilting. 2 weeks ago, he was fighting to keep Tu Tien safe. Now he's fighting to keep his life's biggest project from collapsing. "Send me photos," Jack says, voice tight. "Every angle, also. Call the police. This might not be an accident." The manager exhales shakily. "You think someone did it on purpose?" Jack looks back at the hospital room door, like it's the only thing holding him upright. "I don't know," he says. "But too many things are happening at once." He ends the call and stares at his phone, thumb hovering over Mr. Vin's number. If he calls, he has to sound confident. He has to sound like a man in control. But right now he feels like a man drowning. He finally dials. Mr. Vin answers quickly, voice formal. "Jack, I heard you're still at the hospital." "I am," Jack says, "but I'm aware of the situation at the site." A pause. Then Mr. Vin speaks carefully, as if every word is being weighed. "Minh Hung Group values your capability, but this incident raises questions. Fire is not a small issue. Worker instability is not a small issue." "I understand," Jack says, forcing steadiness into his tone. "Give me 48 hours. I'll stabilize manpower. I'll secure the site. I'll coordinate with authorities to confirm the cause. If it's sabotage, I'll prove it. If it's negligence, I'll take responsibility and fix it." Another pause. "Our leadership wants assurance," Mr. Vin says, "not promises." "You'll have it," Jack replies, and he hopes his voice doesn't crack. "I didn't come this far to lose everything because of one incident." Mr. Vin sighs. "I'll report your plan, but be prepared. They may reduce the scope or delay the timeline." Jack's throat tightens. "Just give me the chance to respond." "I'll call you tomorrow morning," Mr. Vin says. "Handle it quickly." The call ends. Jack lowers the phone slowly, staring at the black screen like it's a verdict. Behind him, footsteps approach. He turns and sees Uncle Dung walking down the hall with a cup of hot tea. "You look like you just saw a ghost," Uncle Dung says quietly. Jack tries to smile and fails. "Something happened at the site," he admits. Uncle Dung's eyes sharpen. "Bad?" Jack exhales. "Workers quitting, warehouse fire, Minh Hung paused cooperation." Uncle Dung curses under his breath, then steadies himself. "Do you want me to go check?"
"I can drive over, talk to people, see what's real and what's rumour." Jack hesitates. The problem is, if he starts moving pieces, Tu Tien will notice. She already watches him too closely. She's already recovering from terror and exhaustion. The last thing she needs is to see fear on his face again. "I can't let her know," Jack says, voice low. "Not now. If she worries, she won't heal. She'll blame herself." Uncle Dung nods slowly, understanding. "Then we handle it quietly." Jack looks back at the door to the room. "I have to go in," he whispers. "I have to look normal." Uncle Dung puts a hand on his shoulder. "Listen to me. You're not alone. We'll protect her. And we'll protect your work too. But you need a plan. Jack closes his eyes for 1 second, breathing in.
When he opens them, he nods. "Tonight," he says, voice hardening into purpose. "After she sleeps, I'll start." He pushes the door open and steps back into the warm light. Tu Tien turns her head immediately. Her eyes scan his face like she's searching for cracks. "You were gone long," she says softly. Jack walks to her bedside, takes her hand again, and smiles carefully, like someone placing glass on a table. "Just calls from work," he says lightly. "Nothing you need to think about." Tu Tien studies him for a moment, then gives a weak nod. "Okay." But as she says it, Jack feels it in his bones. She doesn't believe him. And outside this hospital room, someone is clearly pushing his life toward another cliff right when he has the most to lose. That night, the hospital quiets down the way it always does after visiting hours. Lights dimmed, hallway footsteps softened, the occasional beep from a distant monitor reminding everyone that time is still moving. Tu Tien dozes on and off, one hand resting on the blanket, the other still linked with Jack's fingers. Every time she drifts, Jack stays awake, watching her chest rise and fall like it's the only proof he needs that she's still here. Around 10, Mother Ly calls. "Jack," she whispers over the phone, voice careful so Anna won't hear the fear in it. "She finally fell asleep. I gave her milk. She kept pointing at the door like she expected you." Jack turns slightly toward the window, lowering his voice. "Tell her Mom is resting. Tell her we'll bring Mom home soon." There's a pause.
"Are you okay?" Mother Ly asks. "You sound tight." Jack swallows. "I'm okay." He doesn't want to lie to her, not really, but the moment he tells one person the full truth, it spreads. It becomes real in a way he can't control. And right now he can't afford panic, at home, at the company, or in this hospital room. "I'll come home late," he says. "If Anna wakes, just keep her calm. Don't mention anything else." Mother Ly exhales softly. "Con, I know you're carrying too much." "I just need one night," Jack says. "One night to stabilize things." He ends the call and stares at his phone screen until it goes dark again. Then he stands up slowly, stretches his stiff shoulders, and steps into the hallway. Uncle Dung is already waiting near the stairwell like he knew Jack would come.
"You ready?" Uncle Dung asks. Jack nods. "I need you to go to the site tonight. Just check. Look at the damage, talk to the security guard, see if anything feels off. Take photos, ask who started rumors, but don't argue with anyone." Uncle Dung's face hardens. "And you?" "I stay here," Jack says, voice low. "If she wakes up and I'm gone, she'll know something is wrong." Uncle Dung studies him for a second. "You trust me?" Jack nods again. "More than anyone." "Then go back inside," Uncle Dung says. "Sit by her like you've been doing. I'll handle the outside world." Jack hesitates, then reaches into his pocket and hands over his car keys. "Take the car. It's faster and safer at night." Uncle Dung takes them without a word and disappears down the stairs. Jack returns to the room and sits again. For a while, everything is quiet. Just the sound of Tu Tien's breathing and the faint hum of the hospital air conditioner. But his phone keeps vibrating. One message from his site manager. Police arrived, taking statements. Another message. Workers refusing night shift. Jack closes his eyes and forces his thoughts into order. First, protect Tu Tien. Second, protect the project. Third, find out if these problems are connected to the earlier attack. He opens a note on his phone and starts typing a plan. Short, clear tasks he can delegate without leaving the hospital. By midnight, Tu Tien stirs. Her eyes open slowly, unfocused at first, then landing on Jack. "You haven't slept," she murmurs. Jack leans forward. "I slept." "You blinked twice," she says, voiced weak but teasing. He lets out a small laugh, but she doesn't smile back like usual. She watches him too carefully, like she's listening for something under his words. "Jack," she whispers. "Did something happen?" He pauses. In the dim light, lying feels louder. "Just work stress," he says finally. "Nothing urgent." Tu Tien turns her face toward the window, then back. "You promised," she says softly. "No more hiding things from me." Jack's throat tightens. "I'm not hiding. I'm just choosing the right time." She holds his gaze. "If you wait for the right time, you'll always be alone." The words hit him harder than any phone call. Jack reaches for her hand again and squeezes gently. "Your job is to heal," he says. "Let me carry the rest." Tu Tien's eyes glisten in the low light. "I'm not made of glass." "No," Jack admits, voice rough. "You're stronger than me. That's why I'm scared." For a moment, neither of them speaks. Then Tu Tien exhales and nods slowly. "Okay," she whispers. "Then at least tell me one thing." "What?" "Anna is safe," she says. "Promise me." Jack nods immediately. "She's safe. She's with Mom and Uncle Dung. She's sleeping. She misses you, but she's safe." Only then does Tu Tien's expression soften. Her eyelids drift lower again. "Bring me home," she murmurs. "When you can." Jack leans down and presses his forehead lightly to her hand. "I will." At nearly 2 a.m, a knock comes at the door. Jack straightens instantly. Officer Tu steps inside with a serious face and a folder tucked under one arm. He glances at Tu Tien, sees she's resting, and lowers his voice. "Jack," he says quietly. "We need to talk for a minute." Jack follows him into the hallway, shutting the door gently behind him. Officer Thu doesn't waste time. "Your project site had a fire." Jack's jaw clenches. "Yes." "And workers quitting?" Officer Thu continues. "Rumors, instability." Jack nods. "We're trying to stabilize." Officer Thu studies him. "After what happened to your wife recently, you should consider the possibility these events are connected." Jack's pulse spikes. "You think it's coordinated?" "I can't say yet," Officer Thu replies. "But we found something at the site that makes me uncomfortable." He opens the folder and shows Jack a photo, a blurry image taken from a security camera. It's not clear enough to identify faces, but it shows a vehicle parked too close to the warehouse late at night, headlights off, waiting. Jack's stomach turns. "That's not one of ours." Officer Thu nods. "That's what the guard said. He didn't think much of it at first. Then smoke started." Jack takes a slow breath. "So what do you need from me?" "First," Officer Thu says, "stay calm. Second, keep records. Every threat, every suspicious call, every person spreading rumors, names, times, details. Third, I want you to call me the moment you notice anything unusual. Again." Jack nods. "We already called the police about the fire." "Good," Officer Thu says. "And one more thing." Jack waits. Officer Thu's voice drops even lower. "Do not try to handle this alone. If someone is targeting your work and your family, it means they think pressure will break you. Don't give them that satisfaction." Jack's hands curl into fists at his sides. "I won't." Officer Thu holds his gaze. "When your wife is discharged, make sure she's not alone when she walks anywhere. If she goes out without you, she goes on foot, yes?" Jack nods, understanding the implication. She won't go alone. Officer Thu takes a step back. I'll follow up tomorrow with what we find. Rest when you can. When Officer Thu leaves, Jack stands in the hallway for a moment, breathing through the anger in his chest. He turns back toward the room and almost runs into Mother Loy. She's holding a small bag and looks exhausted, hair tied back quickly, eyes swollen from worry. "I came to bring clean clothes," she whispers, "and I wanted to see her." Jack gently blocks the doorway with his body. "She's sleeping. She needs rest." Mother Loy nods, but her eyes fill anyway. "Jack, I heard something." Jack freezes. "What did you hear?" "People in town talking," she says, voice trembling. "About your company, about fire, about trouble." Jack closes his eyes for a second. So it's already spreading. He opens them and meets her gaze. "Mom," he says quietly, "listen to me. Don't panic. Don't repeat anything at home, especially not around Anna." Mother Loy nods quickly. "I won't. But what do we do?" Jack exhales. "We do what we always do. We stay together. We move carefully, and we don't let fear make decisions for us." Mother Loy wipes her eyes with the edge of her sleeve. "You're just a boy," she whispers, like she can't believe her son is carrying all of this. Jack shakes his head. "Not tonight," he says gently. "Tonight I'm just her husband." He takes the bag from Mother Loy and sets it down near the chair, then steps back into the room. Tu Tien is still asleep, her face turned slightly toward him, like even in rest, she knows where he is. Jack sits again and takes her hand. Outside the hospital window, the winter night stretches on, dark, cold, quiet. And somewhere in that darkness, a person with a plan has already made their next move. Jack doesn't know what it is yet, but he knows one thing with absolute certainty. He will not let them take his family again. After the kidnapping ordeal, Tu Tien is finally safe in the hospital, weak but recovering, and Jack refuses to leave her side. Yet his phone won't stop vibrating. Workers are resigning in groups, rumors are spreading, and then a sudden fire destroys the material warehouse at his construction site. Minh Hung Group freezes the partnership, demanding explanations and stronger guarantees before the project can continue. Jack feels trapped between two emergencies, his wife's fragile health and the company he fought to build. He hides the crisis from Tu Tien, forcing smiles while making calls in the hallway, coordinating damage control, checking CCTV, and begging loyal staff to hold the line. Officer Thu warns him the incidents look staged, not accidental. As night falls, Jack must choose his next move, protect Tu Tien's peace, or confront the unseen enemy before everything collapses.